Our dad got his job up at British Leyland 2 years ago. The first day there, he did his back in and went off sick for a year. The day he went back was the day they went on strike.
Where's me breakfast?
Am you going up the factory today?
I think I'll give it a miss today.
Oh, just like every other day. You know, you've been on strike nearly a year now. You've never once even bothered to go up that picket line. You know something, Barry Grimley? You am too lazy even to strike properly.
It's them and us. Management's got to learn you can't beat the workers.
Dad, don't you ever feel like you're just wasting your life away?
I make cars, do
On the 2 or 3 weeks every decade you ain't on strike.
It's like in this book. It's a bleak and monotonous existence, akin to the most dystopian vision of Fritz Lang's Metropolis. What about having some direction in your life? Instead of every day being just like the last, what about having some sort of goal?
Where's me breakfast?
Hurry up, Doug, we're going to be late.
It's not my fault. We overslept.
I suppose we did get a bit distracted.
You're not wrong there, girl. Left sock, right sock. Tracky bottoms, left leg, right leg.
What are you doing?
I have to put my kit on the same order every morning. It's my lucky routine. I've never done it any different. Who knows what would happen if I did?
We might get to school on time, though.
Tracky top. Right arm. Left arm. Ready? What are you waiting for, girl?
Oh, look at me. Look at my flick.
Quickly, Doug. You know I don't like the neighbours spotting you've stayed over.
Let them see. Dynamo Digby has pleasured his woman. Brrr. Anyway, reviews made me late. I'm never late. The school can set its clock by me. This is bad luck. I can feel it in my water.
Older. He's been after my space for years. If it hadn't been for you fussing over your hair, I would have been there on time and got it.
What about you? You had a whole routine to go through. Oh. Are you all right, Doug?
Yeah.
Oh, no. Look at it. Look at
Oh, poor Neville.
Look at it.
Oh, Neville, I'm sorry. Doug coming out Neville with his moped.
Serves him right for nabbing my space.
It was empty.
It blooming well wouldn't have been if we got here on time.
For which you ought to be thanking your lucky stars, Doug Digby.
You're right. It could have been the Spitfire. Or me. This is the first time my routine was broken. This is a sign from above.
I am fit. You are weak and worthless.
We are weak and worthless.
What's that you're reading, Grimley?
One Day in the Life of Ivan Denisovich. It's about a man who was imprisoned in a Russian labour camp and follows him through one day of a 10-year sentence. Sir?
Yes, Grimley? I'm all ears.
Is there something on your mind, sir?
Huh?
Sir, do you enjoy your job, sir?
What are you talking about, Grimley?
Sir, I'll just ask, because in the book I'm reading, the man has to struggle to get through one miserable day, with a routine is exactly the same as every other miserable day. Just the same routine. Day after day after day. And I wondered if that might be you too.
You're right, Grimley. I never realised it. But you're right.
What's up with Digby?
I don't know. He did seem a bit weird. But then intelligent life did eventually emerge from the primordial swamp.
The Glasgow dustmen strike has entered
Them against us. Up and down the country. Management against workers. And the workers united will never be defeated.
Strike at British Leyland has been called off. These were the scenes on the picket line earlier today.
The management have given in to our demands, and we, the workers, have stood up for our right, and today we have emerged victorious.
Looks like your strike's over, Barry. You can't hide behind the unions no more now.
Maybe the strike in Yale trousers will be the next one to end.
I bought it back in 1963. Roger Daltrey had one just like it.
Have you ever changed your routine?
Today was the first time, and the last. No, routine. Every day the same as every other. It's made me the man I am today.
Do you think I should try something besides PE every day?
This isn't like you, Douglas. You're not normally one to think about your job.
Doug, have you started thinking?
I suppose I... Have I?
You're right to, Doug. You can't be a PE teacher all your life. Wouldn't it be wonderful if you spread your wings and got promotions and became a deputy headmaster one day? Maybe even cover academic subjects. Oh, Doug, I'm so proud.
Come straight through. He's in the front room.
Smash it. Hey, the management won't take us on again in a hurry, I can tell you. You must be looking forward to getting back on your forklift, eh, Baz? Driving up and down the factory without ever having to get off your backside. You must be very proud, Mrs. Grimley. He's got a real talent for it.
It's been so long, I forgot why it started in the first place.
Well, it started when he was sitting on his forklift and he looked at his watch. He was counting down to the official toilet break. And one of the management came up and said, "Excuse me, I'm sorry, I broke my watch. Have you got the time?"
Only the official union appointed timekeeper is allowed to tell people the time.
See, I had no option. I had to call the lads out.
Ain't there nothing to carry on striking over?
No, we're all going back to work now. I'll put you down for the late shift. Is that all right with you?
Oh, that'll suit him a treat. Time for a cuppa.
No, I've got to get off. I've got to get round the lads, you know. Oh, aye. Up the workers.
Back to work.
So, Doug, have you decided what kind of teacher you'd like to be?
Traditionally, PE masters teach geography as well. That's because it's an academically undemanding subject, filled with topics that aren't important enough to get into science and history, such as the formation of the Oxbow Lakes, or the migration of the Ibo tribe.
Capital cities and all that, too much to remember. How about learning the kids English? I speak the lingo, that ought to be a start.
You barely speak English.
Don't be stupid.
I teach English, Doug.
Oh, what, and I'm not clever enough, I suppose.
It's a difficult subject. There's comprehension and grammar, and the literary analysis can be really tricky.
If you can teach it, I can.
We're not having this conversation so we cross swords intellectually. I just want to find the right subject for...
English. I want to teach English.
Right. Right.
Shut your mouths and pay attention. You know me, I'm Dynamo Digby. I teach P.E. But today, I am teaching English.
Please, sir. Where's Miss Titley, sir?
Miss Titley has stepped aside for this lesson, so I am going to be teaching you. So what happens now?
Normally, sir, Miss Titley asks anyone if they've got anything they'd like to read out. And then we discuss it.
Right, well, somebody read something out then.
Sir, I've done some creative writing, sir.
Huh?
On the Shore, by Gordon Grimley. The others stayed on the shore, not swimming out to the deep. They shout, run, and laugh, but they only dream when they're asleep.
Are you chewing, boy?
Stand and face the wall. Nobody wants to see that soppy face of yours.
Good one. Carry on, Grimley.
Far out in the unswum ocean, my head is slipping under the foam. The water's cold this far out, but the shore can never be my home. That's it, sir. I finished. Now Miss Titley would have a discussion about it.
Well, I didn't like it. Anybody like it? Rubbish. We all know you're a weak swimmer, Grimley. We've all seen that stupid doggy paddle of yours.
It was a metaphor, sir.
Do you read Jackie, Grimley?
No, sir.
Do you read Jackie and carry a photo of David Cassidy?
No, sir.
Do you read Jackie, carry a photo of David Cassidy and ride a bike with no crossbar?
Or saddle?
No, sir.
Yes, you do, Grimley, 'cause only girls write poetry. Next time, write something not poncified, or you're dead.
Oh. I've got to go. Cup of tea goes right through me these days.
Time a bullet did.
Hello, this is Murphy, the terrorist. It's about the factory. No one should go in there because there's a bomb.
Don't take any notice. It's just somebody larking about. I'm very sorry. It won't happen again. Is there anything you won't stoop to stop yourself having to do an honest day's work?
I've just heard the news, Dad. You might not realise, but going back to work is a real blessing for you.
I'll give you blessing.
Even Mr. Digby at school has decided his life's in a rut, and he ought to try something more edifying.
I'll give you edifying.
Oh, you're so generous, Dad. You're always giving me things.
I'll give you things.
Tell me about stuff that's not poncified.
Well, it's football. I mean, you can't go wrong there. Cloughy, Banksy, Bestie, Bawley, Belly, Kelly, Pelly. And then there's smoking, and drinking, and then there's, well, you know.
What?
Well, you know, not doing it with loads of birds, but then dumping them straight afterwards, and they're not putting up with none of their nagging neither. And nagging. And they all do it. Take our cousin Geraldine. She's going on about me to get a job. I mean, what's the point in that? Oh, friggin' hell. Carburettor's bust. When am I going to get the pig in dust for a new one?
Well, if you have a job, Shane, then you earn a wage. Well, now the strike's over, why don't you try for one up at the factory? Thanks for the help.
Oh, Baz!
Don't you ever knock?
Oh, I brung you a present.
Would you, A titley never gives out summat for nothing.
Are them all gone back? You know, up the factory like?
Ah.
Well, ain't you been called back yet?
Light shift.
Oh, right. Just wondered if there's been any jobs going like.
There is, You don't have to do no heavy lifting. You get paid 100 quid a week, and you can still wear your Bay City Rollers gear. Do you want that one?
Sounds smashing, yeah.
Will you, car? Wait on Shane Titley. Do you really want a job?
I do, Arbaz, yeah.
They don't take just anybody. You might have to do one of them initiative tests.
Yeah, sure, okay.
OK, lads. Tom, steady. Steady, Tom. Put the kettle on, Jacko.
Have you got the right time on you?
Have I got...
Have you got the right time on you?
Right. I found your overall at the bottom of a drawer and unpacked you some sandwiches. Come on, Baz. You don't want to be late for your first shift back.
Back to work, back to work.
I just want you to see his face.
There, right?
This stupid idiot came looking for work. He's not union, he's no relations there, and the first thing he does is ask the unofficial timekeeper what the time was. And then he has the nerve to say you sent him.
Well, tell him, Baz. Tell him you said go and ask him the time. It was one of them initiative tests.
I never said nothing.
It's a management plot, that's what it is. Well, that's it. We're back out again.
What?
That's it, Mrs. Grimley. We're back on strike again now, and you should be ashamed of yourself, blaming Baz Grimley. He's a union man through and through.
But Baz! Baz!
Oh!
Wife, tea. Union man.
The strike to end all strikes was back on again earlier today, caused, according to officials, by this non-unionised worker breaking the closed shop.
Not pontified. Not pontified. Shane Titley thinks suitable topics are football, drinking, smoking, and upsetting women.
Digby'd like all of them. Do a poem about a footballer who gets drunk and then has loads of sex.
I already did one about Georgie Best. Now it has to appeal to Digby's sensibilities. That's the secret of great poetry, Darren. Tapping into the reader's emotions. What does Digby truly care about?
On your feet, Grimley. Let's hear what you've done.
A poem by Gordon Grimley entitled We Only Lose at Football When Foreigners Cheat.
Good start, Grimley. I like it.
We won the World Cup in '66. But defeats since then have been a fix. The Germans fluked it. Bonetti was poor. In '70, we should have won again for sure. Our last effort to qualify was defeated when Tomaszewski and the Poles cheated. But nothing can tame 3 lines on a shirt. Soon there'll be an end to these 9 years of hurt.
That was beautiful, Grimley. Except you didn't mention that donkey, Norman Hunter, stepping over the ball and Ray Blasty Clements letting you under him. On the floor, 50 press-ups. Go! Let's teach some English.
Doug seemed ever so keen, Neville. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised when you see how his academic side's flourishing.
Yes!
You lose again, Grimley. Punishment reading. Silas the Mariner.
Doug, Silas Marner isn't punishment, it's literature.
You can't treat these kids the way you do on the sports field, Douglas.
Why isn't there any English going on here?
It's boring.
This is the last English lesson you'll ever take.
Why? I'm branching out. I can't do the same thing day in, day out for the whole of my life.
Has it ever occurred to you that teaching PE is the most suitable job in the world for you?
Is it?
Well, think about it, Doug. You love sport, you're academically inept.
And you're a sadist.
You're right. I was born to teach PE.
Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down.
Digby was back to the job he knew and loved.
Life is sweet.
And Dad's Day began as it did 365 times in 1975. Next year it'd be 366. The extra day was for the leap year.
Where's me breakfast?
Don't stop now, come on!
And the Grimleys return to ITV3 next Saturday morning. But the comedy continues in just a few moments with John Thaw in Home to Roost.
That's right! I said right!